Welcome back, mini truckers. Today we have the 99 Daihatsu S210P sitting in the garage. I touched base on another video, but this truck came all the way from Huntsville, Alabama, for us to do an engine swap or putting a reman engine in it. This crankshaft in this truck has been damaged. The bolt snapped off that holds the pulley on, and they tried to drill it out and ended up drilling into the crank. So instead of doing pretty much a rebuild on it, a crank kit and connecting rods and everything like that, we're just going to do an engine swap and be done with it. At the end of the day, it's going to be around the same money to do an engine swap as it is to tear it completely down, do a rebuild on it, and pretty much make it a reman engine. So we can just get one off the shelf and pluck in here and have a 90-day warranty on it. So that's what we're going to do. So it's like I said, it's a 99 fuel injected S210P. This is a single cam. I just previously had one in here. It was a twin cam, and it had camshaft issues with a phaser, and a phaser solenoid had pretty much ruined the cam. You can go back. I got a link in the description showing the cams and the video on that truck. So this is the one to have if you're going to have a Daihatsu Hi-Jet S210 with a single cam. You don't have any phasers. It doesn't have quite the power that the twin cam does, but it's more reliable. The only reason this thing is getting an engine swap is just because the crankshaft is compromised. So unfortunately, that's the case with it. It's only got 2,000 kilometers on it, so it's not bad in the miles. It runs good. I started it up and I drove it in here. Of course, there's no accessories running. It's just running off the battery. And yeah, that's what we're going to get into. First thing I'm going to do is get this thing in the air and drain the fluids. Other than that, you're probably wondering if I have a plan. I don't. We're just going to start pulling bolts, disconnecting everything just like I would in any other vehicle. So I've never had an engine out of an S210 completely, but you know, it's the same as doing this one as it is a U62 in my brain anyway. So yeah, let's I guess get into it. We'll get the fluids drained. We'll get this thing in the air. We'll start disconnecting everything, and hopefully in about 2 to 3 hours, we'll be dropping the engine out and dragging it out. So that'll be that. So hang loose, enjoy the footage. We'll get this thing resurrected again, back on the road, and you can be driving this thing around in Alabama. So stay tuned and let's get to it. Alright guys, so we have everything disconnected on the engine, all the wiring harness, the shift cables, all the vacuum hoses, gas line, etc. We got the AC pump off. We're getting ready to actually drop the engine now. So it's, I don't know, probably 2 hours of work that we've put in already, if that. So the drive shafts are out. And surprisingly enough, we've only needed a 10 millimeter, a 12 millimeter, and a 14 millimeter Pretty much do the whole job as far as wrenches and sockets go. Needle nose pliers and regular pliers and maybe a pick. But really, those sizes takes everything apart to where you can drop this engine out. At least get all the accessories off the engine. So you don't have to have a whole lot of tools to do it. It's pretty simple. Just got to look at what needs to come off and go from there. So I guess come take a look at it. It's pretty well stripped down. I'll open the door here for you too. Get out of your way. Alternator's off, AC's off. Radiator hoses are off, coolant's drained. Shift cables. Air intake box. So it's ready. I've drained the oil out of the engine and the transmission. Drained the coolant out of the block, or as much as I can get out of there through the water pump. Water pump on these Daihatsus have a drain on the bottom of them. This one actually had it on the lower radiator hose off the water pump. So pull a plug on the radiator, that plug drains all the coolant, and I guess that's it. We have the exhaust loose, which is 3 14 millimeters. Like I said, a 10, a 12, a 14 M&M will take pretty much everything loose on this so far. So I guess we will put the jack under it, lower this engine and the transmission, slide it out, and we'll get the transmission separated from the engine. And then we'll pick the engine up and set it up into the bed and get the rest of the accessories taken off of it. So stick around, hope you enjoy, and I guess we'll get back to it. All right, guys, so obviously we got the engine out, transmission separated off of it. Sorry about the time lapse that it stopped recording while we were breaking all this down. But here's pretty much the long block. It's just a little guy. We've got everything stripped off of it. The new one's gonna come fully sealed, so I don't think I'll need the valve cover off of this engine. If I do, take some 10mm bolts, pop it off, and exchange it over. But if you want to get close here, I'll show you why this engine is actually being swapped out. So right here and over here, it's drilled into on the crankshaft. The head of the bolt snapped off that holds the pulley on, and in order to fix this, we're gonna have to do a cranks kit and recondition piston rods. I mean, the head's got to come off, so it's either do a whole bunch of labor, have it milled, wait for machine shop, or just swap the engine out and put a reman back in it, because that's ultimately what it's going to be. Rather if I tear it down, put it back together, or just have one that's already been tore down and put back together. So I guess that's that. We've got everything off of it. If you look at the back here, we've got the flywheel, clutch, everything taken out and done up. I want to touch base on something. When you get a truck in, you're not sure if your timing belt and water pump's been done. I know it's a very big thing to have those done, but here is something that you need to look for. This sticker right here, this has tape over it. But this sticker here shows the timing belt and water pump service. So this one was done at 72,000, 72 or 92. And it has the date and everything on it. So look for this sticker. It's either going to be in the door jamb, underneath the seats, maybe even on the cover for timing belt and everything. So look for that sticker, see if it's already been done. This one was done. It had a good belt. It had a newer timer, a water pump on it, and really all of this was not necessary, unfortunately. But we're here, damage is done. So, you know, 102,000 kilometers on this engine, and it's still a very strong engine. But unfortunately, maybe they over torqued that bolt in Japan when they put all of it back together, and it came out. Maybe it was already stretched, and when he went to go reverse thread it, it just broke. So it's hard to bring yourself to do something for peace of mind, and that's really going to push you to do something that you're not sure if it's already done. Look for that sticker. When I do a timing belt, I put that sticker on the door jamb, and I actually write in there timing belt, water pump, the date, and the miles it was done, and I'll put JMT Ohio sales on there showing that we did it. So you know, it's something to look for. That way you don't end up in this situation. You're not changing parts out. It's already been changed. It's nothing wrong with it. So I guess that'll be that. We've got everything out. All I have to do is bring this engine in, exchange it, and get the reman here and put everything back together, put it in here, and we'll be done with it. We'll send it back to Alabama, and he can enjoy pretty much a new running truck. Appreciate you guys checking in with us. Sorry about the time lapse, stopped on it as we was breaking everything down. But it was a good day. It was fun. Me and the camera guy, we both got our hands dirty. He got his hands dirty, so that's a very big rarity. So I appreciate him for doing that and giving me a hand. So made everything a lot easier and smoother. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Keep these wheels rolling, keep these mini trucks trucking, and we'll see you guys later.